And we're back. Last time, we completed day 1, and we began day 2 with an investigation of Dr. Malloy's apartment or hotel room here at the Ritz, which left us with some clues as to where he may have gone, or at least how to pick up the trail from his disappearance. Those include evidence that he has stored something at the Acme warehouse, evidence that he has pawned something with Rook, and we have the receipt for that, so we can probably go pick that up ourselves. And this scarf, which has a distinctive smell that we can, maybe find somebody who's sensitive to smell. Maybe our elephant-faced friend will be able to help us with that. I'm struggling to remember his name. To help locate him that way. We also have a couple of places we can go that we haven't been yet. We can go to the police station to see Detective Malden. We can go to this cabin up here in Oregon, which we will eventually go to, obviously. And then we can go to Chelsea's apartment and I guess explain that we did not intend to stand her up last night. That was an unfortunate result of us being ambushed by some sort of a prowler in Thomas Malloy's apartment. So I think we're going to start with Chelsea because I think that's probably the best solution, to go and immediately apologize for having stood her up, and we'll see what happens there.
I fly my speeder to the Four Gables apartment building where Chelsea lives. Luckily, or maybe not, she doesn't answer the door. For the time being, I can save my groveling apology for later and go back to working on my case.
Okay, I guess we won't do that. Let's go to the police station and talk to Detective Malden.
I've known Lieutenant Mac Malden for years, and occasionally we help each other out. Like a few months ago, when I gave Mac a tip on finding Rusty the Clown's body in the funhouse down the street from the Ritz.
Well, as I live and breathe, it isn't Tex Murphy, my little PI pal.
Hello, Mac. I see your midlife crisis is coming along nicely.
Yeah, I know. Got a new look to go with my new attitude. This ponytail drives women wild. You wouldn't believe what someone will do to get out of paying a parking ticket.
And what does Mrs. Malden think about all this?
My wife ran off with my best friend.
Isn't that just like a woman? Pull your heart out through your nose and leave you for dead. Of course, with you, she could have used both hands.
Hell, it's the nicest thing she ever did for me. Now why don't you do something nice for me and clear out of my office?
And I think you're forgetting who tipped you off about finding Rusty's remains at the funhouse and got you named Cop of the Month.
I didn't forget, though I'd like to. So what do you want? Don't know anything about him. Well, there are some things I don't know about. Don't know anything about him. You think I know everyone in this town? Sorry. Well, there are some things. We found Rusty's remains in there thanks to your tip. Sure was good to close a case on a damn clown. I'm not sure who owns the place now, but I still got the key. Sure. After the tip you gave me, I suppose the least I can do is loan you the key. Don't know anything about him. Well, there are some things I don't know. I'm doing just fine. Now that Joanne's left me, it's like a whole new, beautiful world. Sorry. Well, there are some things. Don't know anything. You think I know everything? Don't know anything about. I met him when we were investigating the pawn shop robberies. Seemed like a decent guy. Louis makes the best chili in town. Unfortunately, it doesn't fit in with my new low-fat, high-fiber diet. You think I know everyone? You're not my type, if that's what you're asking.
Okay, so we got a key to Rusty's. I keep wanting to say funhouse. I don't think that's what it's called. I guess it is. Anyways, we got a key to Rusty's, so we can, you know, theoretically get in there. Although I thought there was some sort of a cop lock on there, so having the door to the front, a key to the front door, won't really help. I guess we'll check it out. Chelsea's not here.
Oh, Chelsea's not at the newsstand. That's strange. I wonder if she's at her apartment.
Well, we've tried the apartment. She wasn't there. I guess maybe she's there. She could be there now. We could just have to look at the newsstand first.
Well, Mac gave me the key to open the cop lock, but he didn't tell me how to deactivate it. Oh well. I'll just have to figure it out. The 4 nodes on the left have to link up with the 4 nodes on the right. The connections can't intersect or the cop lock resets.
Okay, so we have a puzzle here. Okay, that immediately won't work. Okay, so we were able to quickly reset that. This seems like a lot of trial and error. So I don't think we're gonna get the full points, but I don't particularly care about that. This has the same problem. Okay. That could be it. Man, this is not a puzzle. This is just pure trial and error. Oh, that's not right. I can't skip this. I have to watch it every time. Nope. Okay. So, this is the only possibility here. This still remains the only possibility. This doesn't make any sense. Unless I'm just like misunderstanding how this puzzle's supposed to work. Let me exit it really quickly. So the moves don't reset, so we've permanently lost those points, which I can live with. I don't get this at all. Okay. Okay, so that immediately doesn't work. I don't get what I don't even understand this puzzle. Like, this doesn't feel like a puzzle. I don't get. First of all, I don't know why it's entirely silent. That's a weird choice. I don't know why you can't skip this part where it like lights up. There must be like an order you have to push them in too, which just seems abusive. Like, what is the puzzle? Ugh. This is really frustrating. I'm gonna take a break from that right now because I don't even understand what it's supposed to be doing. I would love another description of what's going on here.
Looks like the cops put one of their computerized locks on the door. Rusty's front door is sealed off with a cop lock. There's no way I can get in without unlocking it.
Like, this is retarded. Like, I know this won't work now because you can't possibly access that one. I'm wondering if every single one of these green nodes needs to be turned on. And that would have made the previous one impossible. Oh, that immediately is wrong. Just gonna drain all of the points off. That's fine. Points don't matter anyways. Just don't get it. Like some sort of logic puzzle, but like there's no logic involved. It's just stupid. I think I might have written this one off too soon. So this thing could still work as long as the second thing goes down, right? So was this one also? This one had the same. It looked like it had the same problem, but maybe it doesn't. And maybe I was just being dumb, because if this goes down, it's fine. It goes down for this one. Yeah, okay. So I've got a 50-50 chance. Okay, this wasn't that hard after all. Okay, well, let's go check out Rusty's Funhouse. They took out they took, oh wow, this is pretty squirrely. They took out the laugh when you came in here, and I appreciate that. Let's check out some of this this graffiti. So this one says acid trip. That one says XLNT. I don't know what that means. I don't know what MEDW means. Einstein was an alien, so was Rusty. You get to see no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil. It's cool. Rusty, you devil. Kick me. XLNT. Rusty lives. Not. Rusty has a big nose. Magic crossed out. WT. Clowns do it for laughs. Okay. Oh, and Rustykins? Or Rusty Kinks, maybe? I think Rustykins.
This is the door to Rusty's dark room. Police must have propped it open. Some crime scene tape left over from when the cops came in and picked up Rusty's remains. Rusty's armory of plastic weapons. Kids don't play with these anymore. Well, why should they when they can have the real thing? An impressive selection of masks and wigs, designed to suit your every mood.
This TV over here looks like it's been destroyed.
Looks like some local hooligans have been in here. Poor Rusty. Probably burning in hell right now.
Wow. Nice text. Let's see, there's something, which is weird because we've obviously explored all of this before.
I wonder what this pedal-looking thing does.
What? How did we miss that last time? Well, we'll go check that out, but let's go check out the developing room first, the dark room. The vat of chemicals is gone, that's good.
These posters tell you more than you'd ever care to know about film processing.
Is there anything new in the sink? Doesn't look like it.
This sink must have been used for developing photos. Not much use for it now that there's no developing equipment.
Hey. Whoa. Seems to have gotten more sensitive.
This sink must have been used for developing...
Okay. I don't think there's anything in there. Let's go check out the hidden room.
Right about the time Grandpa started wearing Huggies, I used to switch one of these for his real dentures. A lot of good memories here.
Classy.
Ah, rubber chickens. They make me think of Grandma's rubber chicken pot pies. I once broke up with a girlfriend over a whoopee cushion. Literally. Oh, now here's a classic. Fake vomit. This comes in handy when you don't want people taking the seat beside you. I wonder why Rusty would keep this copy machine hidden. Unless he was using it to... I don't even want to think about that.
Illicit copies. Whoa.
It's an old newspaper with Mac Malden named Policeman of the Week. Must have been a real slow week at the precinct. Man, this fake dog-you-do looks real enough to step in. Man, this fake stuff looks so real. It'll make a great gag. Can you imagine the look on somebody's face when I... Hey, wait a second. Oh, sick! Those police dogs were in here. Sorry, Mac, but first things first.
A classic joke. And there appears to be a door. I saw this in the cutscene. I guess I didn't notice it the first time. There's a door in the brick wall here.
There's a door built into these bricks.
Oh, this is the secret door to the funhouse. Oh, this was mentioned that somebody saw Mac or the police officers coming out the side of the secret door. Can you see it from out here? No, it's just an extra exit. Okay. Well, there was a ladder there that we should check out. Looks like it probably goes to the roof. So far, we haven't found anything useful in the fun house except for the real dog excrement. Okay. Some nice warping textures on 2D sprites.
I'd think this rickety water tower hadn't been used in years, except for the shiny new padlock on the tower door. Looks like a Meister lock. Top of the line, they're uncuttable and unbreakable. Without the padlock key, there's no way to get inside that water tower.
Well, we do have a... Oh, is that a bird?
That bird wants to leave a present on my fedora. I can just feel it. Ventilation pipes.
Okay. See, we have a key. It's Malloy's key. I don't think
Well, I won't be able to get into the water tower without a key.
Okay, so it's not even letting us try Malloy's key, so we know that it's not the right... We know that's not the right key. I didn't expect it would be. I didn't expect Malloy had a key to the water tower on top of Rusty's funhouse. In fact, it's all just trash. Is there anything else to do up here? I guess that's the way we came up, so we can go up over these stairs and see if this takes us anywhere else. This is really disorienting. Okay. Something over here? No, it's another pipe.
Ventilation pipes.
Don't see anything else. Oh, we can just jump over that wall. That's nice to know. I'm not sure there is anything else up here yet, or ever. We definitely will be back on these roofs on some point, but I don't know that we ever find anything up here. Okie doke. Well, we know there's a water tower with a padlock. That's a new padlock. We don't know who put it there, but we need to find that key. So it's another key we need. Well, I think we've done what we I think we've done what we can at Rusty's for now. So let's see if we can figure out how to get into this warehouse. And I'm a little curious if the key that we have is Malloy's key is for the warehouse door. It seems like it was. Okay, we can get into the warehouse. All right. Well, this chest is obviously begging to be opened.
Arr, well, shiver me timbers. It's a pirate's chest.
Let's see what we've got in the pirate's chest.
Must belong to the guy with the hook. That's a nasty hook. You can put an eye out with that thing.
Oh, probably should have done that in order.
Arr, a peg leg.
I hope all the prosthetic devices didn't belong to the same pirate.
Very unlucky pirate. Strange to me that Tex would take a peg leg.
Well, blow me down. It's a Lucky Pierre signature souvenir pirate hat.
Sword looks pretty sharp. It's probably the reason for the peg leg.
Lucky Pierre, isn't that what you call the guy in the middle of a man-on-man-on-man threesome? Isn't that Lucky Pierre? I don't know, maybe not.
What's this? It's a crate. With Tom. I'll need to move it out of that tight corner before I can open it. What's this? It's a crate. With Thomas Malloy's name stenciled right on the side.
Okay, so that's helpful. Let's see if we can find a way to get it. Is that a coffin?
Sheesh. The way my luck's been going, this will probably be my next apartment.
Brutal. And dark. Anything over here? Got some...
More barrels of toxic waste. I guess it's cheaper to store it than dispose of it.
Did any of this move? I don't think so. Okay.
This panel must operate the crane. This button must turn on the...
So I think what I remember is we need to move the crane over Thomas Malloy's box, and we need to use the peg leg to secure the box in there and lift it up. So that's fairly straightforward, but I want to make sure there's nothing else I'm missing. Another coffin.
Sheesh.
Same line.
That box looks like it's empty.
I don't know how you can tell that just by looking at a box, but... Okay. Whoa. Yeah, I don't know. If I said this was controlling better, I definitely changed
This
it.
panel must... The slots on the trolley are lined up with the ring on top of Malloy's crate. Now I just need to find something to connect them with.
There we go. This is going to be a real joy during the Roswell section. Okay. Have the crate lifted up.
What's this? It's a crate with Thomas Malloy's name stenciled right on the side. Plains of Nazca. I don't see any airplanes.
What's this underneath first?
Looks like something fell out of Malloy's crate.
What else do we have?
It's a rug or a wall hanging.
Okay, so we got some things from that crate, which again seem to be tied into the Nazca lines.
Well, this is certainly an interesting design. I wonder what type of symbols these are.
I don't know, but that looks like a sliding puzzle, doesn't it?
Well, this is certainly an interesting design. I wonder who this David Wright is. And more important, whoever wrote this has worse penmanship than I.
So these look like the same symbols as on the tapestry, so can we combine these? Probably not. No. Okay. I didn't think we could. So we still need to get this translated, which means we need to find a way to ask about people who can translate. So we should keep that in mind too. I don't know if there's anything in here or not. I don't think there is. I think we've successfully completed the Acme warehouse. Just make sure there's nothing else in here. Nothing else that can move or be opened. We got the one box that was for Thomas Malloy, so that's probably the mission critical stuff. Okay. So the other hint we had was that he's pawned something at Rook's, so we should maybe check that out.
Back again, Murphy. If you're here to ask for another loan, you can forget it.
So Rook is into antiquities. Maybe he can translate this letter. Seems like a long shot, but...
I don't want that.
No. Okay, well, at least he doesn't want it. Oh, the pawn ticket.
I need to redeem this receipt.
You didn't pawn this.
Well, how much is it? Look, I'm willing to pay extra.
$200. Yep, plus $50 for it not being your receipt.
Okay, I have $250. I wasn't even sure.
Well, I hope my new purchase will help me out. So this is the item Malloy pawned. I'm no expert, but this thing looks pretty ancient.
Yeah, that looks like some
from.
Sorry, Tex. That looks like some sort of ceremonial dagger. Let's see if there's anything we can ask him about. It's new. I don't see anything new. Oh, the scarf.
Of course I've heard about it. I just doubt I know any more about it than you.
What? Oh, that must just be a non I don't know anything response. That's a really weird way to say I don't know. He's heard about the scarf. He just doesn't know anything more about it. Okay. We got something useful from that. I don't know if there's something else we could have gotten from him yet, but we'll continue to ask around. So that's like everything we can do right now. Or I mean, those are the things that a bunch of things we started on our list. There may be other things we can do. So maybe Chelsea's back at her apartment. Actually, I want to go talk to Louis before we do that.
How's your case coming along? Anything I can do to help? Well, Mike, if I had to guess, I'd say it's written in Yucatec. It's a Mayan language spoken in southern Mexico. I can't help you with the translation, though. You know who might be able to help you is Clint. I heard he's quite a world traveler. You might give it a try.
Okay, I didn't expect that to work, but now we know that the letter is Yucatec, and that Clint, the bum who now runs a chocolate store, is fluent in it potentially, or he's a world traveler, so maybe he knows. I was just going to start asking everybody about this. I did not expect Louis to know the answer, so that's helpful. And let's see if he knows anything about the scarf. Well, now we have a Yucatec language question. Let's see if he knows anything about the scarf.
I remember this scarf. And the perfume on it. Young, blonde girl. Came in here a while ago. In fact, she came in here with the guy in the photograph. She was real pretty, though a little heavy on the makeup. I think she said her name was Emily. I don't know anything else about her.
Okay, that was also very helpful. So the scarf belongs to a young woman who was in here with Thomas Malloy, named Emily. So now we have another new person to ask everybody about. But that's very helpful. Is there anything else that's new here that we could ask him about? I don't think so. Okay, well we'll take that information and let's go talk to Clint.
I heard you're working on some kind of mystery. I'd like to meet the sap that hired you.
And you know what my next case is gonna be? The strange disappearance of the one-eyed bald man.
Yeah, you're all talk, tough guy. You got something on your mind, spill it. Emily? Yeah, you must be talking about the girl who sings at the Flamingo. She's come by here a couple times with a gigantic guy named Gus Leach. He runs the Fuchsia Flamingo, and he might be Emily's boyfriend. They come by every once in a while and order the bliss on a biscuit. Actually, now that you mention it, the last time those two were here, Leach dropped a key under his seat, and I didn't find it until after they left. I've been meaning to run it down to the Flamingo, but if you're gonna go that way, drop it off for me.
Louis told me that you might be able to help me out.
Ah, how's that?
Well, he says you're quite a world traveler. Tell me what you make of this.
Let's see. Oh yeah, here it is. The cheese factory is on fire. Hell, I can't read any of that crap. Jesus, I tell Louis I went to Tijuana a couple times, and now what? Suddenly I'm Marco Polo?
Okay, that actually helps. He's not actually a world traveler. So that wasn't helpful. But we did learn about
So Emily works at the Flamingo with someone named Gus Leach. Now that I got the key, maybe I should go ahead and pay him a little visit.
right. So we learned about Emily. She's Lucy Love, and we learned about her boyfriend, or maybe not her boyfriend. It's unclear. Gus Leach, who owns the club, and we have a key, presumably to that back door. I am gonna go ahead and save. And then I think we'll try Chelsea again. I don't know what you have to do to trigger her being at her apartment, but let's give it a try.
Chelsea's still not home. At least it's giving me time to perfect my apology.
Okay, Chelsea's still not home. Well, we can definitely go to the Flamingo. Let's do that. So we now have the way in. Also, the other thing I've noticed about this game is you only ever play at night. It's like Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines. Tex apparently just either it's always dark, which is possible, I guess, or Tex only does investigations in the evening, which seems strange. But anyways, I think we now have the key to this door.
This must be the back door to the Flamingo. It's all locked up.
Didn't mean to wake you, Emily. I'm sorry. How did you get in here?
You recognize this? It's your key. You dropped it down by Coy Tower, but I brought it by just to check and make sure it was the right one.
Well, you're a regular Boy Scout, aren't you?
What's funny you'd say that, because I used to be a Boy Scout, Troop 77. But now I'm a PI, and I'd like to ask you a few questions.
What's that smell?
I'm not sure, but my best guess is this is what you're smelling. Oh, it's not mine. Really.
Where'd you get this?
Well, I found it next door at the Ritz. That's where I live, and I've been trying to find out who it belongs to.
I'll make sure it gets to the right person. Now, why don't you run along before I call the cops?
Well, I'm not sure, but I think Mr. Leach and I hit it off pretty darn well. At least he told me what I wanted to know. Emily lives at the Flamingo. Now I'll just have to find another way into the club, get past that big mutant. Maybe Chelsea could help. Seems to me she mentioned having a membership to the club. If she's home, I'll apologize and see if she'll go out for a drink with me. Maybe at the Fuchsia Flamingo.
Okay, so that sounds like we're now on the track to getting to run into Chelsea at the apartment. So let's try that a third time.
When I get to Chelsea's apartment at the Four Gables, there's a knot in my stomach as big as a cantaloupe. She's probably convinced I stood her up. I'll be lucky if she even talks to me. Hi.
You're just a little late, aren't you?
Okay. I know this looks really bad, and you're probably really upset with me.
You're damn right I'm upset. I didn't deserve to be stood up.
This has to be one of the worst days of my life. I finally get a date with you and somebody decides to knock me out. I wouldn't blame you if you never talked to me again.
Oh, I have heard a lot of lame excuses, but this has got to be the worst one ever.
I know it sounds ridiculous, but it's true. I was out for like 16 hours.
And why should I believe you?
I told you before, Chelsea, I am crazy about you. And I'd do anything to make you crazy about me. I couldn't help not being here last night. But if you're not going to believe me, we might as well call it quits right now. I mean, we'll never get anywhere if you can't take me at my word.
You're right. I'm sorry. I was just really looking forward to seeing you, and well, then you didn't come, and well, I figured you'd changed your mind.
For a long time now, I've had a hankering to grab you, jump onto old Tumbleweed, and ride off into the sunset.
Whoa! Slow down, buckaroo. I don't know if I'm ready for this whole sunset thing. Let's start with dinner, and we'll go from there.
Sounds good. Maybe this time I should cook. I make a mean peanut butter and banana sandwich.
I'm really not hungry, Tex. Let's do it another time. I'm taking a few days off from the newsstand, but I'll call you and we'll decide when. I feel like a mess, and boy, do I really need to get some sleep. And I am sorry that I got so upset with you. I'll see you soon.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Fuchsia Flamingo proudly presents your entertainment.
I fly back home and walk over to the front door of the Flamingo. Luckily, someone other than Leach is checking the memberships. I get a nice older couple to sponsor me, and I'm in like Flynn. Looks like Lucy Love is wearing the scarf I gave to Leach. Nice to meet you, Emily. Now I just gotta figure out how to get a minute of your time. Unfortunately, Leach hasn't taken his eyes off me since I sat down. He's probably wondering how I got in. I better get a move on before he throws me out. As soon as he gives me an opening, I'll see if I can slip upstairs to Emily's apartment.
Simple thoughts and dirty love takes a pounding from above. Getting caught on stormy nights.
Come near me and I'll scream. I mean it.
Hold on. I just need to talk to you for a minute.
What do you want?
My name's Tex Murphy. I'm looking for Thomas Malloy.
I know you.
Have we met?
No, you're a detective, right? Listen, I have to get ready for my next set. Why don't you have a seat right over here? I've heard you can help people.
I do my best.
You think you can help me?
Well, it depends on the problem.
I think someone's gonna murder me.
Why would you think that?
It started a couple days after Thomas left. I got a weird call. Someone asking where Thomas had gone. I told them I didn't know, and they hung up. A couple days later, I found a note in my room. After I read it, I was so scared. I told Gus. He told me not to worry about it. That it was just some freak who gets off on scaring women. But I know it's not like that. It's serious.
Oh, this sounds like something the police ought to handle.
Gus says he'll protect me. He doesn't want the police or anyone else taking care of me. I know he means well. But sometimes... But he's always been so good to me. I don't know what to do.
I'll need to take a look at the note, if you still got it.
I do. But I tore it up after I read it. I was gonna throw it away, but I decided to save it and give it to the police.
Good girl. Now, have you received any calls or messages like this since then?
No. But I feel like someone's watching me.
I'll check that out. By the way, could you tell me your real name?
Emily. Emily Sue Patterson.
Listen, Emily, I'll do what I can. But you gotta promise me that you'll tell me everything about Dr. Malloy.
Well, that's probably fair. I think I can trust you. Why are you looking for him?
Actually, I was hired by a friend of his to find him.
Hey, Emily, you're on it. What the hell are you doing in here?
Gus, it's okay. He just came up for an autograph picture. I'll be right
Get the photo
down.
another time. Get the hell out.
We were done anyway. Good night, Lucy.
Don't bother going back to your table. Just keep on walking right out of my club. If I see the flamingo again, I'll break your legs.
Well, my bar tab's on the table. Guess that means the drinks are on you. Night, Leach.
are imbeciles, women are erratic. Is this any good?
Well, not really. The guy generalizes too much, and I think all people who generalize are idiots.
Well, I'll have to cross that off my list of things to do.
So, to what do I owe this pleasant, yet entirely unprecedented visit?
Oh, you know how we women are. I've just been thinking things over again.
Oh, it's not a gender issue. I've been known to think things over on occasion.
Yeah, well, I finally reached a firm decision. I think. Something you said the other day has stuck in my head. You know, you told me that if I left, that you'd still be here when I got back. Did you mean that?
That depends. Correct me if I'm wrong, but wasn't it Katie Lang who once said, a good man's hard to find? All the women I got chasing me, I can't guarantee I could hold out for very long. 8 or 9 years, tops.
Gee, I don't know if I can compete with all those women chasing you, but I'm thinking I just might give it a try. First, though, I'm going to take some time off and I'm going to decide if that's what I really want. There's just one thing I need to ask you before I go. Tell me what you think about love. You know, romantic love.
Falling in love is like bungee jumping. Except the other person gets to hook up the bungee cord and you can't check to see if it's fastened to anything.
Sounds like you're not too interested in trying it again.
Well, no, it's not that. It's just I've got to be more careful this time. Same thing if I ever do the bungee thing again. Next time I won't eat a whole plate of nachos right before I jump.
Oh, I feel the same way. Oh, about being careful and not rushing into anything. Although, I must admit, of late, I've had some pretty strong impulses about you.
Tell me about these impulses.
Okay, Doctor, I've had this urge to do something like... Wait, can't do this. It just could be too dangerous.
But I like danger. I like acrobatic danger right here on...
Look, Tex, I am really attracted to you. I mean, like, really. In fact, lately I've even been imagining what it would be like to, you know. And, well, that's why I need to take this trip to Phoenix, to make sure I'm thinking with my head. Oh, I can't guarantee anything, but when I come back, don't be surprised if I come looking for you, Mr. Murphy. And you better be ready.
Man, I can't decide if Chelsea's really interested or if she just likes torturing me. Either way, I think I'll take a nice cool shower and get back to work. Maybe looking at the note Emily gave me last night will help keep my one-track mind off Chelsea.
Okay, so day 2 was shorter than I expected. I didn't expect it to end right when it did. But now we've got a quasi new client. We've got some more leads. We still haven't been to the cabin in Oregon. We should check that out soon. And I guess we'll do all of that next time. See you then.